missed you.
I'm sure.
Well, first of all, being the captain, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it's an honor. You know, it's something. You know, it even starts when you're a recruit and you go see the. You know, they take you to Denny Chimes. You go see the cleats and the the handprints in the ground, and you know how big of a deal that is from from the jump. As soon as you get on campus, and I think that's something everybody kind of dreams about and kind of wants. And I was happy, honored that my teammates and coaches thought enough for me to put me in that in that spot.
Did you expect it at all?
I really didn't put any expectations on any awards. I wasn't expecting to win anything or not expecting to win anything. I just kind of showed up. So I mean, it was a surprise. It was a good surprise, but I didn't put any expectations on if I would win anything or not.
Was that a goal when you first came in here? Was to be a captain maybe at one point?
I don't think that was necessarily a goal. The goal is just come in and do whatever you can to help the team, and while doing that, you hope that individual goals will come. But I don't think that's a goal that I set when I got here.
What was the whole award circuit like for you, kind of winning and ultimately winning that one?
It was fun, man. It was my first time, doing anything, kind of like that. And when it comes to the outlet, man, that was tremendous. I didn't know if I would win it or not. I was kind of, I don't know. I couldn't explain it when I won. I couldn't put it into words. I wasn't surprised.
I know what I wasn't.
Yeah, so I didn't. I'm saying it was a great honor. It was shocking. I guess I don't know. It was hard to put in. It was kind of hard to fathom at the time.
Cam, you guys have last year you go through have a switch at defensive coordinator. This year there's going to be one offensive coordinator, and yet nothing seems to change. How does this team just keep on keeping on despite some of the turnover near the top?
I think ultimately just focusing on the goal. It doesn't matter who's calling the plays or who we have as a coordinator or anything like that. Just focus on the goal at hand. Focus on the task at hand. It doesn't really matter who's calling the plays or who's the coordinator, who has their title. So I think as long as we stay focused, as long as we stay committed to what we want to do and what we're trying to do, I mean, that doesn't really bother us too much.
Is that a credit to the guy who runs the program as a whole, kind of trusting him? And
of course, that's what he, that's been drilled in our head since we got here, man. Just focus on your job and just do what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about any, outside factors, anything that's going on, anything that's being discussed in the media or anything like that. Just focus on what we're here to do, and we'll be able to get it done.
What have your interactions been like with Steve Sarkisian so far, or just what kind of guys he?
It's from what I've seen from him, he's a really good coach. I think he has, a great mind for the game, and I think he'll do an excellent job as a coordinator.
What's the team's reaction when they found out that news?
Go to practice and practice.
Kim, how tough is it to block Jonathan Allen? What does he do particularly well that is frustrating as a blocker?
He's really good, man. I think his best quality is to be as big as he is. He's really quick, and I think that kind of like catches opposing teams. I think it kind of catches their offensive lineman off guard for someone has to have his size, but to also have his combination of quickness to go with it. I think he's a great player overall, but I think that's the one thing that kind of sets him apart.
How much does the defensive guys have talked about how much he pushes them in practice?
Right.
How much does he jawing at you guys during practice too?
I don't know if it's too much jawing. It's kind of like a mutual respect. Well, not to me at least. I think it's kind of like a mutual respect between us. So it's not too much jawing. It's just going out there and making each other better. Each and every day, come out there and compete and find something. Each and every day at practice, get better at something. Focus on something and get better at it. So that's kind of what we do.
How familiar were you with Washington before this game, as they played kind of games to the West Coast, kind of late night games? Do you ever see them much?
I watched them a little bit. Not just focusing on anything, but they always play late. So if the game's on, I'll watch it. I think I watched when they played SC on TV. So I mean, I didn't watch them too much before we start prepping for them.
What's your impression just initially?
What I got from there, they have great team speed on defense. They all fly to the ball, and they're like a great second effort team. If you think you have them blocked, you don't really have them blocked, because their second effort is where they make a lot of their plays, and they just fly around the field on defense.
You came in with Rashawn Evans, right? So,
right.
How have you seen him develop as a player and moving to inside linebacker?
He developed a lot, man. you know, getting here, you know, it's a rough transition for anybody going from high school to college. You know, I think he's handled it well. You know, he's transitioned well from outside backer to inside backer as well. So, you know, I think he's done a great job, you know, with the changes, you know, and adapting to them and, you know, just picking up the defense as best as he can.
You guys have been out.
Couple more.
You guys have been out 2 weeks.
Right.
What did this first practice back feel like?
Honestly, it wasn't as bad. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone, you know, was expecting for it to be. You know, your first practice back, you know, you expect to be, you know, kind of gassed and kind of tired. But you know, I honestly think it was a good practice. I think we came out, you know, we were able to get a lot of stuff done today, and you know, I think practice went, you know, pretty well.
One more.
Nick was talking about how there's a support system in place within this team, not just among the coaches, but really, you know, even above them or around them. How much has that helped you at all in your career here, and what kind of interaction the professional support staff, I guess, is the best way to say it? You know, doctors, professionals, that kind of stuff. How much is that?
I don't really understand the question. Like, what do you?
Don't worry, we didn't either.
Don't worry about it. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Cam.
The therapists and that kind of stuff. So don't worry about it.